Hi guys, welcome to Sky CDB. I'm Zansu here. Now, when I first heard that there's going to be another Resident Evil movie, CGI movie, I was so overjoyed and a little bit disappointed because that was like 4 years ago and I had to wait another 4 years to watch it. At that time, I really didn't know much about content creating or content creator or any stuff like that. So I was like, being just a normal fan and complaining and going. But now that I know, I'm not like that. For those who have no clue or any idea of what I'm talking about, Resident Evil, the game, we all know it has a live action movie. But apart from that, there's been a CGI movie. Actually, there have been 3 CGI movies which follows the timeline, or should I say the storyline of the games, which for us game fans, it's more of like the game than those useless, forgive me for saying useless, live action movie. Well, to me, I think Resident Evil 1 and 2 movie was actually very good. It started going haywire from like part 3 all the way to the last chapter. The first Resident Evil movie, CGI movie, was 2008 called Resident Evil Degeneration, which starred Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, which those and anybody who's actually played Resident Evil 2 on the PS1 will be overjoyed seeing these two guys team up again. The second one was Resident Evil Damnation, which was very awesome. It had Leon again, Leon S. Kennedy, and this time Ada Wong. And I can't even start talking about how awesome the action scenes in this one. So anybody, if you haven't watched any of this, please go watch those two if you're the game fan. And today we're going to be talking about Resident Evil Vendetta. That will be the 3rd installation in the CGI series. Well, to some point, if you're a huge fan of the Resident Evil movies, I don't think the CGI movies are for you, because you'd see characters that you'd be asking questions about and some things that wouldn't really make sense. But if you're a fan of the games, even if you're a new fan who just started from Resident Evil 4, 5, 6 all the way anyway, please, you definitely need to watch this movie. This movie is like a volcano of awesomeness. It takes a while before it explodes or erupts, but when it does, it does. The storyline is not something you haven't seen before. It's about an arms dealer, aka the villain known as Glenn Harris or something like that, getting himself onto a country's hit list, and on his wedding day he gets a drone attack. But he doesn't die from the drone strike, so he does what each and every bad guy or villain usually do. They go into hiding, then after a while they suffer with more or badass weapon, and in this case we would probably say POWs. But the catch here is that his own zombies that he's creating, these zombies can tell the difference between friend or foe. Wow, that's awesome. The problem here is that Rebecca Chambers, a Raccoon City survivor who is now a medical researcher, have found a cure for his virus. So you know what he's going to do? He's going to come after her. And let me say, for a medical researcher, she's seriously hot and nowhere looks like his wife to me. This guy is on Chris Redfield's radar and Chris is looking for him. So what do? Chris and Rebecca go and look for the best or second best person in the business of killing zombies, Leon Kennedy. The first 9 minutes of this movie went with the original feel of Resident Evil. They were going with the survivor horror and it was done beautifully. They even went into a creepy mansion. Yeah, anybody who's actually played Resident Evil 1 knows what I'm talking about. And it was creepy enough. I didn't think anyone could make a toy car look and feel evil, but they did. And because of that, I'm going to go and destroy this toy car. Excuse me. Now let's talk about the animation. Well, the animation of this CGI movie is not something you find on like a PS4 or an Xbox, Xbox One. You would say it's between a PS3 and PS4. That's in between, but it's still seriously great. I mean, seriously, it's like you can literally see each and every hair on Chris Redfield. On the sound department, the voice actors did an amazing job on either sounding angry or emotional. They did a very good job. Sound effects, I'll say they don't sound punchy enough and are seriously good. The other effects sounded great, both vehicles and like screeching of tires, they were perfect. There were a few explosions which make it complete for me. I mean, come on, there can't be a Resident Evil movie without an explosion or two. Can we talk about the zombies? Of course we can talk about the zombies in this movie. The zombies were normal, original zombies from Resident Evil, not until they start bringing some creepy things that when their head and all those kind of creepy stuff. Big topic here. Let's talk about the fight scenes. I did talk about the fight scenes when I was talking about animation, because I believe the fight scenes in this movie deserve a section of its own. Why, you may ask? Because this is where the movie shines the most. I mean, this movie shines in this department. How does it shine, or what type of shine am I talking about? Let's see. Imagine a kid just barbing skull and rubbing both cream and Vaseline on his head. That's how much it shines. There's a scene where Chris Redfield and Leon S. Kennedy cleared out a hallway filled of zombies. Please pause for a second. Okay, that was awesome. Look, if you don't get what I'm trying to say, imagine 2 John Wick clearing out goons on one floor. And if you don't get hype on that scene, I don't know what to tell you. I think you should stop watching movies and playing video games. Maybe you should pick up knitting. Both of them have 2 different fighting styles. We have Leon, which his fighting style is more on efficiency, speed, and style, while Chris is more of a brute force, in your face heavy hitter. And the fight scene between Chris Redfield and the villain was so righteous and awesome at the same time. Like, let's say if we can mix those words together, it'll be rightsome. Yeah, that fight scene was rightsome. Both of them took gun kata into a whole new stage. For those who don't know what gun kata is, it's a fictional gun kung fu that you see in anime like Bungo Stray Dog, Madoka Magica, games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, and a movie like Equilibrium. Let's talk about characters. I've never actually really liked Chris Redfield. I don't know, I've never been a fan of his, but I really like him in this movie. I mean, his personality is kind of like a caring senior brother. Rebecca Chambers, well, she's still the young lady we met in Resident Evil 1, and she still believes in her own ideas of fighting this war her own way through a different approach. Now, Leon Kennedy. Well, you know, I never thought anything could break this guy. I mean, this guy has gone through hell and back and nothing's broken. But if you remember the last Resident Evil movie, Damnation, at the end of it, he had conflicting feelings about the government, how their hands almost involved in the last outbreak. So there he was a little bit somehow, and at the beginning of this movie, you've seen he's going through something else that have kind of broke this our guy. Well, a lot of people have been talking smack about him, but if you guys remember Resident Evil 6, Chris Redfield's campaign, at the beginning, him too, something broke him, so our guys of Resident Evil can't be broken. And for anyone who's going to say it has dumb action scenes, please remember the game too have a lot of cool action scenes, so you can't really say that here. This movie asks, personally, I think it asks a lot of us one particular question: what do we actually think about drone attacks? Do we believe in drone attacks? Do we believe that's the way our government should go, or anybody's government? Do we just see victims of that as just casualty of war, and the world is coming to a place where human lives are just nothing more than figures on the screen? So what do we think about that? Or me personally, that just might be me just thinking my head. I don't know, just me thinking. Anyway, it's a very good movie. If I was even going to rate it, maybe 8 over 10. If you're a fan of Resident Evil movies, like I said before, please watch it. If you're a fan of Leo, please watch it. There are some review sites like IGN who are giving some completely biased review, and it's not that I'm trying to trash talk IGN. I'm just saying, to some point, whoever gave that review doesn't really know Resident Evil, because there's something about Rebecca Chambers that they reinvented her character, which is completely wrong. She's always been like that. So don't look at the likes. If you doubt me, please read people's comments below, and seriously watch this movie and make judgment for yourself. Or you could watch to see if I'm just saying crap too. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this video. Please like this video. If this is your first time watching any of our videos, please subscribe, because we do awesome content like this almost every time. Or if you just love games like us or movie. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video, so stay dangerous, people.